Alright guys, so I figured I'd show you like a finished piece so you know what exactly this next shot should look like. So for shot 3, we're going to create something like this. Again, feel free to tweak it to however you would like it. But this is scene 3. Scene 4 will be optional, but let me show you what that would look like. So if I were to play this back, it'd be kind of like a quick swoosh next to it. But this would be scene 3 and scene 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So back to where we left off, we're going to do something similar, only we're going to come to this drop down. We're going to select scene 1. Actually, let me label that. Scene 1, and we're going to copy off of scene 1. So new scene, full copy, and we're going to rename this to scene 3 or shot 3. Am I doing scenes or shots? Okay, shot 3. And same thing, we want to select camera, cans. For here, select their keyframes, X to delete keyframes. So we have something like this. Right, so with those deleted, let's go ahead and I'm actually going to move this camera back a bit. Well, let's see what, yeah, let's do GY, something like that. And I'm going to select this can first, GZ to move it slightly up, select the next one, GX, select the next one, might even have to pull this back a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to move this one forward. I'll move these back too. Maybe even further behind. And this is just to see or showcase the actual design of the wrap, so feel free to change yours if you would like. And then for sure I want to rotate these on the z-axis. So this one maybe will be in like this. Maybe I'll raise both of these up slightly higher. Okay. So again, this will be your preference, but position them so we could get a good look of your design. Okay, with the camera though, I'm seeing that might have to change some of the focusing, so I'm going to take this one out. Oh, Okay. Alright, that's fine with me. I'm kind of just looking for the ones in the back to be a little blurred out, but the one in the front definitely having more focus. I think 0.8 was a good one. Alright. Alright, once you have them set up to your liking, you can go ahead and select all of the empties by holding down Shift and clicking on them. Oops, I don't want that. Okay. Going to hide that really quick. There we go. Now I can bring back this plane. We want to rotate them on the y-axis, so I'm going to hit RY. Rotate them like so. Maybe now I can move them slightly higher. Maybe over. Oops, let's do GX. Something like that. And again, doesn't have to be specifically like mine because everybody's design is different, but this looks pretty dynamic for me. Okay, and for my shot, I want him to start off here, right? I think the camera has its own keyframe. Perfect. So this is their start frame. I'm going to select all of them here. And then over in frame 72, should have actually changed that. Can always come back and fix that, but up in 72, I'm going to make them go up higher on the local z-axis. So G, Z, Z twice. And maybe something like that. Okay, so that's okay for now. I do want them to move a little bit differently, so maybe I'm going to move this one lower, GZ twice. And then maybe the back one will go up the highest. Okay. Okay. And then this one, oops. Here we go. Let me bring this one slightly down to, oops, forgot to push Z twice. That. And this will be preference for you guys too. Right. Might have moved this one way too far up, so. Basically for this scene, just something slow. And not high enough. Oops. C twice. Oops. Okay, so that's okay. Right now I'm actually going to add a specific ease in and ease out. If you right click somewhere in the timeline and look for easing mode or interpolation mode, these are kind of like, what's the word? Standard ones they've already made, but I'm actually going to hover over interpolation mode and then hit linear. See how that looks. Okay, sure, why not? Okay, so now for the rotation parts, very similar to what we did in the last one, we're going to select the can. And I'm going to hit R, Z, Z twice to rotate this one. Maybe it starts off like this. And by frame 72, R, Z, Z, it'll do a full reveal like this. Cool. Now Move on to the next one. And you can basically select how you want these to rotate. Okay, so just going to click on that one. R to rotate, and then, whoops, RZZ twice. Let's say okay, that might not be how I want it to start off. Here we go. RZZ. Maybe something like that. And then in frame 72, see what that looks like. Right. I'm going to select this back one now. RZZ. Maybe I want this one to show the nutritional facts first. Right, okay. Comes to frame 72. All right, experiment with this as well. Right, once you have the animation, camera, and all that stuff set to how you want it, the next thing I would want to play with is probably the lighting. So I'm going to click on this light here. I'm going to have it start maybe down here, and then on frame 72, maybe it moves up like so. Could move it closer to that Y. Should have done that part first. Right, and I do want to do an area light, so Shift A, light, area, hitting rotate to see how. Okay, not using my side views like I should. Y, Z, let's go to this power and say 300. Okay, that might be too too strong, but I'm looking at this camera too, like, I'm not sure if it's the rendering that my computer can't do right now. That might actually be it. So play around with the lighting after this, but once you're done, say you have the lighting down, animation down, this is it for your shot 3, really. So play, file, save as. Don't even know where we're at anymore. 12, scene 3.